Hi there, welcome to Storytime with Uncle Bill. And today's day 11 of 100-day beach finds, and we're going to do something a little different, folks. We're going to actually talk about going beach, going treasure hunting, beach coming. So, it's just really to show you the mindset and how serious I take this. And if you're going to do this and you were thinking about taking it seriously, some of the things that you might not have thought about that may help you, because being everything I did was trial and error. One of the first mistakes I made was not going out there and eating and drinking properly and being extremely hungry and dehydrated by the end of the walk. And it really doesn't matter what you get if at the end of it you're dehydrated, because you're starting to break down your body, and that's never good. So the first thing I learned was, I should have known better, because before I even leave the house, I always eat and drink before I go to work. It just makes you a more productive person. So number one, before I even leave the house, I'm eating and making sure I'm drinking something. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check tides for fishing. It's a app that it shows when what I look for. This is high and low tides, and I want to go at when they're going up or down. That's where the search areas are, and you can see these lines, what I call search areas, where the highest of the highs and lowest of the lowest. There'll be a path of debris, shells, rocks. Sometimes there's nothing, but you're looking for those trails and you'll follow those. That's where all the stuff is. It's not even brain science. Look where the trash. Most of it's going to be trash too. It's just going to be rocks and broken shells and people's trash. Just a bunch of nothing. But the treasures are there. So I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to look at that like 10 times a day. Just is what it is. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Surfchex, SURFCHEX. And what Surfchex is they have cameras on or around all the, I don't know if it's all the piers, but on a bunch of the piers on the East Coast that I know of. I haven't checked on the West Coast thing, because I only really look up North Topsail Island and Surf City Pier, and I might look at Atlantic City now. But if you look up Surfchex, it'll pop up, and you a live shot. You actually get a live shot. So the one on Seaview Pier actually moves on both sides of it, and it kind of gives you an indication of what's going on out there. It won't give you everything, but it gives you an idea. Plus, you can see who's out on the beach or who's out on the pier. Sometimes I just watch that, because when it's actually focused on the pier, you can see who's catching fish. So I use it as a way to go shelling, but you can actually get, I think it's actually for fishing. But I've seen a lot. I've seen a ton of fish getting caught off of that. So I do that. So the next thing I do is I make sure that I got all the gear that I need. And if you've watched the first 10 videos on the 100 Days of Beach Finds, I've always, a jersey or a shirt or something. But that's not what I wear out there. What I wear is work clothes, long sleeve, pants. I'm never in shorts. I got bug spray on. I started about 5 o'clock in the morning. I got bug spray on. I got my this is actually a face mask, and it'll come down, because I'm gonna have a hat on too. So what you might see me on the beach is looking like this. You can't even tell it's me. This is a brand new hat. This ain't the one I wear, but I always have one of these on, because of the sun and the glare and the damn bugs, man. I don't know if you've ever been to the beach and experienced bugs, so you can't even see me. This is what people see me look like on the beach. But I got to have these three. You got to. You just got to. And it's actually really hard to see shells with sunglasses on. Or it is for me, because I got bad eyesight. But I recommend it, because the sun will fry your eyes. It's pretty harsh. And if you're out there for a long time, that's why I wear long sleeve and long pants. If I want to tan, I'll just take it all off. I get down to my shorts. I always got a pair of shorts under there in case I feel like going in the ocean. Most of the time I haven't in a long time. Not while I'm beach cutting anyway. And the second thing that I make sure I got to have all my bags, folks. And the bags vary because they're gonna break. And it don't matter. I mean, I gotta have girl bags. This is the bag. This is the bag of the year, bag of the month right now. Like a red shopping bag. And then I always got my treasure hunting bags. These are Garrett metal detector bags. They got a little inner pocket. That's where I keep my. This is where I keep my perishable shells, the shells that might break, and this is where I keep the better shells down at the bottom. Now I have about 5 of these. Here's 2. I don't know how many I got on me. Here's 3. Yeah, see, I've only got 3 on me. And what I like to do, I take, okay, see how that's a short one? This one goes around my waist. And the rest I wear like damn crisscross. Like I'm in the damn Wild West. Like this. Then, oh, I ain't got it. But I got a backpack on. And I'm carrying this. And I would like to carry another bag. But then I got 2 extra bags. There's sand falling off of me. 2 extra bags, and those are toters. I probably get about 30 pounds in that. Then I got about 5 or 6, look at the sand falling off. I got about 5 or 6 of me that I keep. And then I got about 12 waters. And look, you tell that's a half one. I'm actually gonna take a drink of this right now. Cause you gotta think big, folks. The one thing you don't wanna do is go out there and there be more than you can handle. And I've had that happen. And it's a nightmare because somebody else is gonna come along and take what you could have got. Because you got to run back to the car, or you got to go. You know, I've taken off my shirt and filled up my shirt. I've taken off my pants and filled up my pants. You know, you tie where the holes off, and you instantly got a bag. You learn stuff like that when you need it. You know what I mean? Because how else am I gonna get it off the beach? And that's the objective. If you don't have it, somebody else. If you like it, the odds are somebody else does, and it won't be there. And I've seen people. I've actually seen where the beach has got so much stuff that I filled up all my bags, ran back to the truck, come back, filled up all my bags, ran back to the truck, and called a guy. He was out there. He probably don't even like shells. I was sitting there. I heard the whole conversation with himself. He was out there metal detecting. He was like, "Oh man, there's just so many good things. I got to stop." And he went and he had some bags in his car. And it wasn't there. Like he dumped like guitar stuff, and he just started filling it up. And so I missed out on all that because I didn't have enough. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to see pretty stuff and then watch somebody else take it off. It really sucks, because this is some of the stuff you can find. So say you brought that little Walmart bag and you're a guy like me, and you're into driftwood, and you find this piece right here. It's gonna break the bag, and you're not thinking about that, but those little bags, they're not made for toting big things. Got to have a good bag. Or, you know, can you put that in the same place, that big old barnacle right there with a little barnacle around it? Can you put it in the same place that you would put this piece of rock coral? And the answer is you shouldn't, because as soon as those things hit, these things are hard now, but they bust. Or if you found this, you know, you can put all that together. Look at that big piece of coral. And all this stuff I've already shown on previous videos or shorts. But what if you found it all at one time and you brought one bag? It's not going to work. Bring bags. Some dude told me, think big, might happen. Little sea urchin. Look, this is hollow. You know how fragile this is? I could probably drop this on the ground right now and it break. I've been had this thing for 5 years. You ever seen a pinfish, a spiny pinfish? Pin shell? Boink. See that? Or a cool heart-shaped brain. Sea urchin with the spines, with the beak. Beak. That's my man. Tiger paw. A lot of pretty sea tulip. You ever seen a sea tulip before? Baby empty horseshoe crab. Elephant face coral. Look at this, man. This thing is so nice. I can't get over how nice that is. Pretty lightning whelk. Coral on shells. And that's just part of it, folks. Man, I went out there and found turtle shells. I found coral, probably 50 pounds. One piece of coral. It's gigantic. And it's got an awesome shape, too. I can't wait to show it to you. Shark's teeth. One of the things, you don't want to go out there and be hungry. You don't want to go out there and be thirsty. You don't want to go out there and get burnt up. You will get burnt up, I promise you. Unless there ain't no sun out, then you're fine. Even the wind, you got to watch that wind. If you don't think there ain't such thing as a wind burnt, happens mostly if you're on a boat, but it can happen out there. And in the sand, sometimes you get a sand, the wind blows across that sand. It's not often, but when it does, it stings. Plus the bugs out there, sand fleas, biting flies. I've probably been out there a million times and only encountered it a handful of times. But it is uncomfortable. It is not fun. Them things are out there eating you up. But to be honest, folks, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. When just to feel that sun on you, or even when it's not sunny, the wind, you hear the waves, the birds. There's always a bird out there chirping. And you might find something. Even when you don't, I'm telling you find peace and tranquility, and you're away. You're just away from everything. There shouldn't be a care in the world when you're out there. Just focus on having fun. You can literally just have fun. Just kicking your feet in the water, or man, there's just 1,000 things I like to do. The people to talk to, when you got bags and stuff, people that have bags, or everybody, hey, what you got? You find anything cool? And I'll be honest with you, I'll just tell them no, because I got to keep going, because my objective is always to walk, and that would be another thing. Wherever I'm going to walk a long way, and in my head, I'm always saying, well, I just got to go a little bit further. Unless there ain't nothing there, then I'll turn around early. But if it even shows remote signs, I'll walk that whole beach. And it sucks sometimes too, because I have, and it's a long way back, and there ain't no benefit walking on the land or in the beach or in the water. It's just going to be a long way. So you want to make sure you always have enough water. There's spots on the beach that you could get off. There's always beach accesses. I don't know about beaches in your area, but North Topsail Beach in North Carolina, there's accesses. There's bathrooms. There's a couple places that have water. It's such a nice spot. It's actually a really nice tourist destination. If you've never heard of it, look it up. North Topsail Beach, Surf City. Nice motels out there. People are all good. Beautiful beaches. There's always something to do. If you ain't got nothing to do and you're looking for something to do, it's out there. And I mean, there's no denying. I've got some nice stuff. I'm trying to show you a little bit of it, because I look around, I got just piles and piles of it. And I'll be showing more of it. That's day 11, preparation for the beach finds. Hit that like button for me if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Till then, I hope everybody has a good day and stay safe. Peace.